right, so the instructions say use an area model to represent the following expressions, then record the partial products and solve. This is what we were just doing. All right, so how can I split this up? What number can I split up so I have easy numbers to multiply? Josie?
20 and 2.
Yep. So I'll put my 20 here, and I'll put my 2 here. What goes on the other side of my rectangle? Maddie P? 20. All right, so I'm going to multiply 20 times 20.
400.
Well, let's look at it in an easier way. What's 2 times 2?
4.
What do I have to add to the end?
2 zeros.
Perfect. Nope, we're doing these together. Okay, the next one is going to be what? 20 times 2. So 2 times 2 is?
4.
How many zeros do I have this time? 1 0. All right, so this part's going to look a little bit different than what we were doing before. So now I'm going to put these two numbers right on these lines. So I have my 400, and I have my 40. 400 plus 40 is? 440. This will make it really easy to add them up. So there's your answer. Got it?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving, then I'll let you do a few on your own, okay? Or you might even have time to get some homework done in class. All right, 50 times 41. Garrett, what do I do?
Put the 4 on top of the bigger spot, and then a 1 on top of the small.
Yep, my 40 and a 1. Garrett, what do I put on the other side of my rectangle? 50. You got it. All right, 40 times 50. How can I look at that in an easier way? Max?
4 times 5.
4 times 5 is?
20.
And then what do I do?
Add 2 zeros.
But I already have a 0.
So add 2 more.
I still have to add 2 more?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Good job.
2,000.
All right, and then what do I have to do next? Well, what's 50 times 1? 50. We can do that one by itself. All right, then I'm going to set these numbers up on my line. So I have 2,000 and I have 50. Add these up, I get 2,050. All right, so let's keep on scooching down here. I have 60 times 73. Who can tell me what to do? Maya, go ahead.
You turn 73 into 70 and 3.
A 70 and a 3. And what do I put on the other side?
And you put a 6.
Yep, good job. All right, what do I need to do first? Brendan, what do I do first?
Well, you multiply 6 times 7 and you get 42 and you add 2 zeros.
Do you guys agree? All right, and then what about my next step? Devin, what do I do?
3 times 6.
And what's 3 times 6?
18.
Yep, and then what do I have to add to it?
0.
1 0. All right, so I'm going to set these up nice and neat so I can add them. Add my zeros, bring my 8 down, and a 3, and a 4. Did you guys get 4,380?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, flip it over. All right, so this time, I'm going to have everyone with me. This time we're doing the exact same thing as what we were just doing, but they just don't give us anything to start with. So we just draw our own boxes and we draw our own problem. So first it says draw an area model to represent the following expressions. Then record the partial products vertically and solve. Okay, we can do that, right? 2 steps. So let's draw our box first to start. And you can even draw your little line down the side, right? Okay, what goes across my top here? Kaylee?
30 on the bigger spot and 2 on the smaller spot.
Okay, and then what goes on the other side of my box?
80.
80. All right. times 80, that seems kind of hard. How can I make that easier to multiply? Max? And 3 times 8 is what?
24.
All right, then I have to add what?
2 zeros.
All right, and then 80 times 2.
8 times 2.
Garrett?
1,600.
You're close. I think you had too many zeros. What's 8 times 2? Yep, 8 times 2 is 16. Add 1 0. 160. Good job. All right, but now I need to set it up over here. So I'm going to put 80 times 32. And what did our other page have underneath that? 2 lines, right, and a plus sign? So a line, and a plus sign. Did it look like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So our first product was
2,400.
2,400, and our second product was,
160.
all right, so if I add those up, did you guys get 2,560?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to scooch down, because I'm going to let you go back and do that next one by yourself in a minute. I want to scooch down, though, to number 6. Can we do that? All right, it says, visualize the area model and solve the following expressions numerically. What would visualize mean? Think of it in your head. Okay. Well, I'm going to set mine up like this because I think it's easier for me to visualize in my head when I see it like this. Okay, so what would this look like? Maya?
There'd be 2 little boxes, 1 big box and 2 little boxes, and then there'd be 60 above the big box and 8 above the small box, and then on the side there'd be 30.
Yep, so Maya's saying there would be a 60 and there would be an 8. And I agree with her. Do you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would be our first step? Our first step. I know I'm multiplying everything by 30, and then I have a 60 and I have an 8. Oh, I see lots of hands going up. Garrett, what would I do first?
3 times 6.
Okay, or 30 times 60, right? 30 times 60. And we know that 3 times 6 is 18. How many zeros would I add? 2. All right, and then what would I do next? Maddie?
3 times 8.
Yep, 30 times 8.
30 times 8.
And 3 times 8 is?
24.
And I have to add what to the end?
0.
1 0. So now let's add these up. Ooh, so it gets a little trickier, right? Because now we don't have the picture to help us. Let's do another one. Let's do number 7. Let's set it up like this. All my comments that I keep hearing, it's fine if you guys want to make this, make comments about everything, but that's just going to be less time for your homework, okay? Because the more I have to wait, the more time that you guys waste. All right, so I already set this up. So which number would I break apart in this case? Ella?
34.
34, and I would have a 30 and a 4. So what would be my first step? What do I have to multiply first? David?
30 by 60.
Yep, 60 times 30. So how can I make that easier to look at?
3 times 6.
Aiden?
3 times 6.
Yep, 3 times 6 is?
18.
And what do I add at the end?
Add 2 zeros.
2 zeros. You got it. All right, and my next multiplication would be what? 4 times
60.
Yes, 4 times 60. And I can look at that as 6 times 4, which is,
24.
and I have to add what to the end?
1 0.
So 24 plus 1 0, what would that look like? 240, yep. Oh, we got the same answer, right? Just a different problem. let you guys do numbers 5, 8, and 9 by yourself, and then we will come back together and we'll talk about them. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.